Some hymns are not just songs, they are prayers. They are whispers from the heart during life's most fragile moments. And among these timeless treasures is the hymn "Abide with Me," a hymn that has brought comfort to millions for over 170 years. The words of "Abide with Me" were written by Henry Francis Lyte. Born in Scotland in 1793, Lyte was a poet, a pastor, and a man who knew both the beauty of faith and the heavy weight of suffering. He spent most of his life as a clergyman in a small seaside town called Brixham, in England. Despite battling illness for much of his life, he poured his strength into serving his congregation and writing poetry that pointed hearts to God. In 1847, Henry Lyte's health began to fail. He suffered from tuberculosis, a disease that often left him weak and near death. Knowing his time on earth was short, he prepared his final sermon for his beloved church. After preaching that last message, Lyte returned home, and there, with the evening sun sinking low, he wrote a hymn. A hymn that was more than just words, it was a farewell. It was his prayer for God's presence as he faced the valley of death. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide, the darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide. These opening lines reflect the imagery of evening, both the literal sunset and the metaphorical sunset of life. Lyte was inspired by the words of Luke 24, where the disciples, walking with the risen Christ on the road to Emmaus, urged him to stay with them, saying, "Abide with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is far spent." In those simple words, Lyte found comfort, and from them, he shaped his final hymn. Abide with Me is not a hymn of fear, but of quiet trust. It is the cry of a man who knows his life is ending, but also knows that the presence of Christ will carry him through. Each verse reflects a deep longing for God's nearness in every circumstance, through trials, through change, and even in the shadow of death. Shortly after completing this hymn, Henry Francis Lyte left for the warmer climate of Italy, hoping it might ease his illness. But only weeks later, in November of 1847, he passed away at the age of 54. His final gift to the world was this hymn, his prayer, now sung by countless voices across generations. Since then, Abide with Me has become one of the most beloved hymns in the English-speaking world. It has been sung at royal funerals, such as that of King George V, and at national events, including memorial services after times of great tragedy. Its haunting melody and heartfelt words continue to remind us all of the eternal presence of God, even as life fades into eternity. So when we hear the words, "Hold thou thy cross before my closing eyes, shine through the gloom and point me to the skies," we are reminded that Henry Lyte's dying prayer is now our living song. Abide with me. A simple request, yet a prayer that has stood the test of time. As we listen to this hymn, may its words become our own prayer, a reminder that no matter what we face, God's presence is with us. Let us join in singing, "Abide with Me." The stories behind these hymns remind us that faith is not just sung, it is lived. If this story has spoken to your heart, let it be a reminder that hope is never far away, and God's presence is closer than we think. If you were inspired today, share this video with someone who needs encouragement, and join our growing community by subscribing. Together, let's keep these timeless stories alive, one hymn at a time. Until next time, stay encouraged, and let these words continue to guide your steps.